Black Noir was always one of the MVPs of the first 3 seasons of The Boys.
Not you, Noir. You've been great.
The strong silent type, the Seven's counter to Kimiko, and the motherfucker Vought would send in to do the real dirty work Homelander couldn't be bothered to do. Black Noir was an intimidating figure that really had the skills to back up his antagonism, unlike more moronic characters like the Deep or Translucent.
Real. What, dude? I can barely understand you. Your accent's insane.
Like, the character got a great ending, but we were promised the saga of Black Noir would continue. A resurrection? No, a recast. An in-universe recast with the original actor who was temporarily replaced with a different actor during the unmasked scenes in season 3. Yeah, that was all a weird move. Whilst it's cool the original Black Noir actor Nathan Mitchell got to stick around in the show, it's a shame he wasn't just allowed to be centre stage for Noir's epic season 3 storyline, even if it meant lights out. Because alas, the new Noir is a pale imitation of the original, and even if that's partially the point, it doesn't change the fact that one of the Boys' greatest supporting players is now really just a one-dimensional joke. Black Noir was unlike any other member of the Seven. Whilst he was for sure one of, if not the most violent member, he didn't appear to revel in imposing his power over others. Nor did he exhibit any depraved tendencies in other areas. In fact, he didn't seem to display many strong emotions about anything. He was the perfect company man, willing to do whatever Vought asked of him. Homelander loved his competency and ease with which he could command him. He was one of the few members of Vought/the Seven he thought he could trust.
I'm really glad to have you with me on this one, pal. You're the only one I can count on.
He remained an awesome presence across season 2 in episodes like The Opener, or season 2 episode 5, acting as a consistent and bloody thorn to the Boys. But it was in season 3, after learning so little about his character, that his story reached a fever pitch. Soldier Boy was revealed as the author of Black Noir's torment, and was responsible for turning him into the man he was in the present day world. Through several flashbacks, we got a whole new look into who Black Noir was, as a member of Payback before he was ever in the Seven.
Not wearing the mask.
This was quite a clever meta commentary on the fact that lots of black superheroes end up fully masked up for marketing in certain territories.
The mask lends a certain mystique.
Well, fuck mystique. People don't even know it's me under this thing. I gotta wear it just to get a cab.
Vought wants him covered up from head to toe. Only Soldier Boy can do Blondie covers.
Soldier Boy! Fab Five Freddy told me everybody's fly.
Whilst not seeing Black Noir acting like all the other awful supes made him quote unquote good, we were certainly given enough hints that he was well adjusted and far more reasonable. Maybe he was a supe like Starlight or Kimiko that wasn't a massive monster. What we do know is that Black Noir wanted the same kind of film career and celebrity as Soldier Boy, and he was every bit as powerful to pull it off. But Soldier Boy could not stand the thought of this.
Why would you say all those horrible things about me to Don Simpson? I was born to play Axel Foley.
And so tarnished his name to Don Simpson. RIP to a goat.
You're not good enough. Now shut your cockhole and get to work.
But where?
We see all of this through the imaginary cartoon characters Black Noir talks to in the present day. They are all he has, and the only prism through which he can face any of his past or his damaged mind.
How sensitive and scared you are. No one really knows you, but we know.
We see that in the fight to subdue Soldier Boy and give him over to the Russians, he sustains major brain damage. It always gets me seeing parts of his nuggets sprawled out across the floor. Damn. It's this fight that transforms Noir into the mute soldier and pawn of Vought forevermore. But with the help of his friends, he realises that the only way to find any way out of this decades-long hole is to face Soldier Boy once again. So yeah, as we all know, he never makes it that far. Homelander kills him after learning that he knew about his parentage all along.
I just did you know. Yes.
Black Noir is denied the completion of his arc.
Where's my arc?
In a tragic turn of events, he is murdered, and much like his whole life, he spends the end alone.
Don't worry, Irving. We are so proud of you.
Black Noir's life was ruined by Soldier Boy, and his hellspawn finished him off. He truly was the loneliest character in the whole show, the most misunderstood, and he went from being a force of nature to kind of a sympathetic soup. And much like Queen Maeve, his story could have wrapped up neatly there with the season 3 finale. And it still did, but the boys decided to pull off an alien resurrection instead. Give us Ripley without actually bringing back Ripley, you know? Just kind of cheat it, and the result is a poor imitation that sounds and acts like Ripley, but isn't really Ripley.
Yo, what the fuck? That was so fucked up, you guys.
This new Noir's most humorous trait is that he can't shut the hell up. He's questioning his motivation.
What's my motivation?
He's a thespian tasked with inhabiting the role of Black Noir, and he's doing a terrible job at it. It's funny that he talks, way more than his original counterpart ever did, but the joke quickly wears thin, and then beyond that, what is there? We already got to do Black Noir Speaks in a much more substantial way with all those flashbacks in Season 3, so it isn't really that special to do it in Season 4 this way. The character is just no longer intimidating. Butcher messes him up pretty much single-handed, and he's paired with the Deep so much it starts to rub off on him.
Bro.
The character quickly acclimatizes to murdering anybody and everybody, which was the one thing I thought would be a sticking point considering the rest of his characterization. I mean, he's really just an actor.
The actor?
I don't think the idea of a replacement actor for Black Noir in the world of the show is a bad idea per se. It speaks to the corporatism and capitalism embedded in the show, but Season 4 has given us nothing to chew on. No reason to suggest it's worth it. There's already enough going on, enough new soups in the mix, enough returning characters. Did we really need a second Black Noir? It would have added more weight to the original's death if his moniker went away. We would have really missed the character this season. Instead, you sort of get to have your cake and eat it too, but by the time we've come to the finale, I'm thinking it would have just been way better to end things at Season 3 and look back on a really satisfying use of that character.
Fuck. Made me fly.
Sure, he can fly, the new Noir, which is about the only interesting new addition.
They fly now.
A clear reference to his comic book counterpart, who was revealed as a demented clone of Homelander. I think at this point, I would have been probably slightly more interested in him as the second on-screen Noir, but they shot themselves in the foot not giving Nathan Mitchell all that juicy material in Season 3. I think it's a shame for the actor, because all of Noir's best scenes now, voice and face-wise, belong to Fritz C. Cleven's Destine. Destine did a great job, but they feel more like Noir than the original Noir now, on account of recasting the original character in Season 3 so that the original actor could continue on in Season 4. It's just all a bunch of weird decision making to me, baked into a season full of even weirder, stagnant decisions.
How's it you guys are actually getting worse at your jobs?
I don't think The Boys is out for the count yet. Season 4 was undeniably the weakest season, but I think it was because of retreading old ground and teasing proper revelations in the next and final series. But one thing that really didn't work, and will need a lot of work to fix, is the second Black Noir. I really hope they find something interesting for him to do in Season 5, so that we can justify continuing the character. Did you think it was a good idea to replace Black Noir? Would you have liked to see the moniker retire in the Boys universe? Or would you have preferred the character come back, original recipe, or replacement the way they've done it? Could a rematch with Soldier Boy ever be on the cards? And what did you think of The Boys Season 4? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to get my weekly reviews of the whole season, please consider checking out the Full Fat podcast on my Patreon. If you don't fancy subscribing to any of the paid tiers for exclusive content, and you just want to get a notification for my new YouTube videos, ones that actually work, then why not consider joining the Patreon as a free member? The link is in the description below. As always, a big thank you to TDW Fan and Dr. Chike for keeping the lights on, for being my Full Fat tier patrons. Thank you very much. If you want to get early releases of my videos, or catch up on my latest reviews of Doctor Who, including Dot and Bubble and 73 Yards, then head on over to patreon.com/fullfatvideos.